Happy birthday, Mom. Next year, we'll be able to have a party with Matt's new wife as well, won't we? It'll be nice to be able to have a bigger party. It's a shame that Matt and Jesse couldn't come today, isn't it? I can't believe that Matt's so busy with all their wedding preparations that he couldn't even come to see you on your birthday.
Well, it can't be helped if they're busy, can it? Especially seeing as she is a doctor. I guess this is what I need to put up with to get a doctor as a daughter-in-law. They're always really busy, aren't they? That's actually the best birthday present anyone could give me. A doctor! In our family! I couldn't have wished for a better daughter-in-law. The other ladies in our neighborhood were so jealous when I told them that my son is marrying a doctor. You know, not just any old doctor either. A doctor that graduated from one of the top colleges and is working in one of the best hospitals in the country. I guess this makes up for Matt getting married so late.
That's true. He's always been so picky when it comes to girls. I was beginning to think that he'd never get married, but he's ended up marrying a doctor of all people. Better late than never, that's what I always say. We'll have nothing to worry about now, even if we get sick.
I guess we'll have a lot less to worry about in general now that Matt's finally found the girl that he wants to marry. Maybe you should have waited a bit longer before you got married and not rushed into it like you did. To be honest, you went to a better college and make more money than Matt does. If you'd waited just a little bit longer, maybe you could have married a doctor or someone like that as well. You marrying Lucy was a good thing for her rather than for you. You could have married someone with such better credentials if only you'd been just a little bit more careful. Lucy, you should think yourself lucky that you got to marry a man as good as my Nick. Do you think it's easy for someone like you to marry a clever boy with as good a job as him? I was going to say something about that, actually. Lucy, this isn't the first time you've made me lunch on my birthday. Do you still not know how to make this food? Do you not cook at home or something? I just don't understand how you can get it wrong after all these years.
Pardon? I made it exactly the same as I did last year. It tastes all right to me.
This isn't your birthday though, Lucy, is it? It's Mom's. You should make it how she likes it, not how you like it. I keep telling you that you make your food too salty, don't I? How are we supposed to eat a soup that's as salty as this is?
It really is very salty. I was looking forward to eating someone else's cooking for a change as well. You must cook for Nick all the time. How is he supposed to eat it if your food is as salty as this? Are you trying to make him sick and kill him off earlier or something? Is that it?
I made it less salty than I usually do at home. I'll make you some more. I think it'll be fine if I just add a little bit more water and then boil it for a few minutes longer.
Don't bother. I don't have time to wait for you to do all of that. Do you think adding a bit of water will make everything okay? I don't know how you even graduated high school when you're as stupid as this.
Mom, I'll take you out for dinner instead. You can't possibly eat this anyway. Choose what you want and let's go. I'm sure there must be something that you want to eat. It's your birthday after all.
Okay, I think that'll probably be for the best. Lucy, you'd better make sure to clean the house properly while we're out. This house is so dusty recently that it's making my throat hurt. I seem to be sneezing a lot more than usual as well.
Oh, are just the two of you going to go then? I thought that I'd be going as well.
You can eat this, can't you? I thought you said that it tastes okay to you. Someone's gotta eat it, haven't they? You've still gotta clear up the mess that you made when you were cooking as well. I'm gonna go and spend some quality time with my mom, so you'd better just do as she says and clean the house while we're gone.
She's always trying to get herself involved in everything. She's so annoying sometimes. I'm not even hungry anymore after trying that disgusting soup. I'm going to go for a nap instead, so wake me up later when it's time to leave, okay?
Okay, Mom, I will.
Why did you have to be like that with me too? I've kind of grown to expect it from Mom, but not you as well. You know that I was up really early getting all this ready for Mom's birthday. How could you speak to me like that?
Well, you should have done better then, shouldn't you? If you'd made a nice lunch that Mom could have enjoyed, of course I would have been pleased and praised you for it. But what am I supposed to say when not even I think that it tastes very good? You know how sensitive Mom is when it comes to her food. I've told you hundreds of times too that if you make food salty like that, it's not good for our health either. Do you just not understand and not know how to make it taste good, or are you just doing it on purpose?
I did ask you to taste it this morning to see if Mom would like it, but you wouldn't. You just told me to do it myself then, didn't you?
Doing it yourself is different from doing it however you want to, isn't it? Oh, and how could you come here knowing it's Mom's birthday and not even bring her a present or anything? Jessie hasn't even married Matt yet, and she sent Mom a voucher for the department store, you know? See, doctors are on a different level. They're so smart and thoughtful too.
You only give me $250 a month in living expenses, don't you? How am I supposed to buy Mom a birthday present with that? I didn't even have enough money to buy my own mom a present for her birthday.
What am I supposed to do about that? If you don't like it, you can get out and earn some money of your own, can't you? How can you complain to me like that when you're just messing around at home all day long while I'm out hard at work? You go and ask anyone. No one who works while their wife just does what she wants at home gives her a lot in living expenses anymore. Even $250 is a lot. What do you need it for anyway?
Do you think I am not working because I don't want to? I lost our baby, then had a growth in my womb removed straight after, didn't I? I'm not working at the moment because of that. I am recovering from surgery. If I was well, I'd be working. Of course I would. I would have been working so that I wouldn't be treated like some kind of idiot by you at the very least.
You always blame something like this. Do you think that losing our baby is something to be proud of? Most women get back to normal and have another baby quite quickly, even if they have lost one. I really don't understand what's so different with you. You know how much Mom wants a grandchild as well. I guess this is why people have a health check before they get married, so that problems like this can be picked up before it's too late. Anyone listening to you would think that you had a serious illness like cancer or something.
Are you going to keep taunting me like this? I don't know how a person can possibly be so different before and after getting married. If I knew before we got married how much you'd look down on and blame me for everything as your wife, I wouldn't have married you.
You don't know what you're talking about. You should think of yourself lucky to have a husband like me. Do you think it's easy for a high school graduate like you to marry a college graduate who works at one of the top companies in our country? I'm putting up with a lot living with you, you know? Can you please just try to make Mom like you at the very least? It would make both of our lives so much easier if she did. I don't want to hear how I should have married someone better and other things like that all the time either, you know?
I'm trying my best here. I'm still recovering from surgery, as you know. I can't take much more of this.
What do you mean you can't take much more? Much more of what? I can't be bothered to fight with you any longer. Oh, I feel so frustrated every time I even try to talk to you, you know? You're gonna put me into an early grave, you are. I really don't have the energy to talk to you about this any longer. Make sure that you clean the house properly like Mom told you to while we're gone.
Hello? Hi, Lucy. It's Mom. Have you had dinner? You said it was Nick's mom's birthday today, didn't you? Hi, Mom. Yes, it is. I was just having dinner when you called, actually. How about you? Have you had your dinner? I was just about to eat it now. You made lunch for Nick's mom today, didn't you? Did she like it? When I had it hard a few years ago, the first people who came to help me out were your husband and his mom, weren't they? I was going to send her some food or something when I found out that it was her birthday. But last time I did, she said that my food was too salty and she didn't like it, so I didn't bother this time. It was years ago that they helped you out. Why are you still talking about it now like it was yesterday or something? It's true that they helped me out of a really sticky situation at the time, though, isn't it? I just hope that you won't forget it and be grateful for what they did for me. That's all. The whole reason that you could quit your job and get some rest and peace to recover after your miscarriage, that Nick wanted you to stay home to rest and recover, you know. People are so selfish these days. Not many people would be as understanding as Nick has been about the whole situation. That's what I'm saying. His mother is the same too. Mom, how can you say all of that without knowing anything about it? They helped you out a bit once, years and years ago, and you think that you know everything about them? Well, you don't. I'm going to go and finish my dinner now anyway. Did I make you feel bad? I'm just telling you all this because I want you to do well in life, that's all. Anyway, enjoy your dinner and say happy birthday to Nick's mom for me, won't you? Okay, Mom, bye. Take care, bye. Mom always sounds so relieved that I'm married into a good family like this. She'd be very upset if she knew how they really treated me, wouldn't she? She thinks that I'm in a really well-off, kind family because Nick and his mom helped her out when she lost $10,000 in a voice phishing scam before. If she knew how much they taunted and looked down on me, she'd be really shocked, especially seeing as how kind she is herself. She'd never believe that they could possibly be as horrible to me as they are. I'll just have to put up with it all, I guess. How am I going to eat all of this food? It's going to take me days. I made such an effort to make Mom something nice for her birthday, and this is all the thanks I get? Even if they didn't like it, how could they just go out for a meal and leave me at home to clean the house like this? It's like I'm their maid or something. There really are a lot of ways to look down on someone and make them feel bad, aren't there? Hello, Mary? Is anything the matter? I thought I told you to clean the house properly yesterday while we were out. There is still dust everywhere. Did you even try to clean? I don't think I can really see the difference if I'm honest. Did you just not do it properly because you were mad that we went out for dinner together and left you at home? Was that it? What do you mean? I cleaned the whole house just like you asked me to. Are you saying that I'm lying then? You make me so angry sometimes that I think I might explode. How can you be so useless? You can't even do the simplest of jobs. You can't work. You got rubbish grades at school. You aren't even particularly pretty. They say that everyone's good at something, but what exactly is it that you are good at? If you even dare to do such a rubbish job at cleaning my house next time, I'm going to make you do it over and over again until you do a proper job. Do you understand? Oh, and make sure that you're free this weekend. This weekend? Why? Yes, Jessie wants to treat me and you to dinner, you see. She says she wants to spend some time getting to know us without the men around. She's so considerate like that, you know. Apparently, she's going to take us to a really famous restaurant as well. I bet the food will be delicious. Doctors are in a different league. They really are. Anyway, it would be good for you to get to know Jessie a bit better too before she marries Matt. Don't you agree? Make sure you dress nicely. Don't embarrass us by coming out looking scruffy or anything, will you? Oh, okay, Mary. I will make sure I dress nicely. You better take a photo of what you're planning to wear and send it to me beforehand, okay? I don't want you to feel embarrassed because you've just chosen to wear what you want and are wearing something unsuitable, now do I? She really is trying to make an effort now that her daughter-in-law wants to meet us, isn't she? Oh, what on earth am I going to wear? I wonder if I should just wear one of the suits that I used to wear to work before. I haven't bought any new clothes for a long time now. These clothes looked okay in the photo you sent me, but now you're actually wearing them. You look really awkward and old-fashioned. I guess the problem isn't with the clothes, but with you. You better lose some weight for a start. Look at your arms sticking out there. They're really embarrassing. Excuse me? I think I look fine. I used to wear this when I went to work, you see. I haven't hardly gained any weight between then and now either. If I say something to you, you should just say, yes, sorry, ma'am, I'll do better next time. How many times have I told you that now? You always seem to feel the need to answer back to me all the time. I am not having it. Just being in the same room as you for a few minutes makes me exhausted. It really does. Oh, there's Jessie. Hi, Jessie. We're over here. Hello, Mary. It's really nice to meet you again. Hello, Lucy. Last time when the whole family met, I didn't really have a chance to talk to you, so I thought we could meet up and have a bit of a chat, just the three of us. You must be busy. Thank you for taking time out to meet me like this, Lucy.
She's not busy. Why would she be? She's just at home all day, the same as I am. Take a seat. Have you come here straight from the hospital? You must be really tired. Oh, there weren't many patients today, luckily, so I had quite a quiet day. The hospital is so calm and peaceful on days like today. I really love working there, you know. Mom, the chef here is really famous. It was quite difficult to get a reservation, too. I've heard that the food is amazing. I hope you enjoy it. I was really sad that I couldn't come to meet you on your birthday this year. I had a wedding dress fitting booked for that day, you see. I thought that I could take you out tonight to make up for it. I hope you enjoy the food, too, Lucy. I was a bit worried that you wouldn't like it, if I'm honest. You didn't have to worry about my birthday like that. I told you before, it's fine. You must be so busy with all the wedding preparation to do on top of your hospital work and everything. Oh, and you don't need to worry about her. She eats anything.
I am sure that the food will be great, thank you. I heard that this place was really famous. Thanks to you, I have the chance to eat here and try it out, too.
Well, seeing as I had invited you and Mom out to dinner, I had to pick a good restaurant now, didn't I? I'm really glad that you both like it. I hope we have the chance to get to know each other a bit better today. I was quite disappointed that I hardly had the chance to talk with you last time, you know.
I wanted to talk with you more then as well, but I was just too busy, I'm afraid. I'm sorry about that. I hope we can get to know each other. It'll be nice to have another daughter-in-law in the family to talk to. It'll be so much more fun doing things together than it has been me doing everything alone all the time. We're the same age as well, aren't we?
I think we are, yes. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you and to us spending time together, you know. I thought you seemed like a kind and friendly person from the first time I met you. You too, of course, Mom. I was so nervous when I came to meet you for the first time. I was so grateful that you were so kind and affectionate to me then. Well, you're about to join our family, aren't you? You're such an important person to me. Of course I'd be kind and affectionate toward you. How else would I act? I feel really strongly about treating my daughter-in-laws like I would my own daughter, you know. You don't need to feel awkward or uncomfortable around us. We're soon going to become part of your family, you see. It's very important to me that everyone feels comfortable and is treated fairly in this family. I'm really grateful to you for thinking that about me. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable about joining the family. To be honest, when you asked when my birthday was, I thought you were going to use it to see if I was compatible with Matt, like some people do online these days. I was really surprised and overcome when you sent me a cake and a present on my birthday. You're really lucky to have a mother-in-law like Mary, Lucy. I heard that Mary makes you a birthday lunch by herself every year.
Pardon? Birthday lunch?
Of course I do. The table nearly breaks under the weight of all the food I make for her. I make more of a fuss of her on her birthday than her own husband does. A daughter-in-law is someone who's going to spend the rest of their lives living with and looking after your son, isn't she? So it's only right that they're treated well, don't you think? I don't understand people who treat their daughters-in-law like dirt and make things difficult for them, you know? I believe that makes things bad for their sons because at the end of the day, if they hadn't married into this family, they wouldn't have his mother to deal with, would they? You are really wise, Mom. Lucy, when's your birthday?
Oh, it's April 22nd.
Oh, it's not long until your birthday, is it? Is there anything you want? I'd really like it if I could get you a present, you see.
It's fine, you don't need to worry about things like that. When's your birthday?
Mine is around the same time as yours. It's April 25th. Maybe us meeting like this was fate. That could be it. April is going to be a very happy month for our family from now on. It's the month that both of my precious daughter-in-laws were born in, after all. Mom, you say the loveliest things sometimes. I now see why Matt speaks so nicely. It must be because he takes after you, Mom. He does take after me in a lot of things, you know. Oh, the food's here. Enjoy your meal. I really hope you both like the food. Let's eat.
Thank you. Birthday lunch? She's never even wished me a happy birthday before. What on earth was she going on about? She is such a good liar. Pretty much everything she said tonight was a lie. I think Jessie's fallen for the lot of it now, though. I think Mom being like that played quite a big part in her deciding to go ahead with her wedding to Matt. I wonder if it's okay for me to keep quiet like this. Should I tell Jessie what she's really like before it's too late? Oh, Mary really likes Jessie, and she's a doctor, so I'm pretty sure Mom wouldn't treat her the same way that she treats me anyway. I guess that's for the best, but it makes me feel pretty rubbish. I wonder how much she's going to compare me to Jessie and discriminate against me from now on. I don't even want to think about it. It's going to be a nightmare. I can just see it now.
What have you got this cake for? You've made that soup that you made for Mom's birthday as well.
You didn't know that it was my birthday today, did you? You've forgotten again, haven't you? I thought you'd forgotten, so I got myself a cake instead. I've realized that if I want something in particular, I need to just get it myself or I'll only end up disappointed.
Oh, it's your birthday already, is it? I've been so busy recently that I didn't even realize. I'd wondered what I'd done wrong for you to make that awful soup again. You know I don't like it. I have no idea why you keep insisting on making it all the time. I can't even eat it when you make it. It is just so salty. It's like I'm drinking seawater or something.
You really are too much. I am not hoping for much from you. I just wanted you to say happy birthday to me, that's all. Is that really too much to ask for? And you got mad that I didn't make the soup how Mom likes it on her birthday, but seeing as it's my birthday today, I've made what I want to eat the way I like it. My birthday gets ignored and just thrown aside like this every year. I'm really getting sick and tired of it.
I'm busy at work. There's nothing I can do about that. What's so important about your birthday anyway? You aren't a child or anything. Here's $50. Will that do?
$50? I don't want it. I wasn't asking you for money, you know.
What do you want then? I tried to give it to you, but you didn't accept it. Remember that. Don't you try to say later that I didn't give you anything for your birthday because you're the one that didn't take it. Anyway, I've got to go to work early today, and I'll be home late. I'm gonna have dinner there. See you.
Go on then, go. What did I expect from you anyway? Oh, it's Mary. Has she finally remembered my birthday, I wonder? I guess last week when we met with Jessie, I did tell her it was April 22nd, so she might have. I would be really surprised if she did, though. She must know when it is by now, but she's never taken any notice of it anyway. Hello? Hello, has Nick gone to work? Oh, yes, he has. He's left. That's lucky. Can you come over to my place straight away? Pardon? Has something happened? No. What do you mean? You know as well as I do. Get over here as soon as you can. We don't have much time. Oh, okay, Mom. I'll be there right away. Is she really going to make me a birthday lunch? I guess after saying all that to Jessie the other day, she might feel like she has to. Stranger things have happened. She's never even acknowledged my birthday before, so this is better than nothing, I guess. I felt really bad after what Nick did this morning, but Mom telling me to come over this morning has made me feel a bit better. I wonder what she's got planned for me. Mary, I'm here. Wow, what's all of this? Why have you got enough ingredients to cook for a small country here in the kitchen? I know you know why, so why are you pretending that you don't? It's Jessie's birthday on April 25th, isn't it? I was planning to make dinner for her on her actual birthday, but she says she has a seminar that day, so she can't come. She said that she has time today, though, so I went to the shops to get some ingredients and got you here to help me. We need to make some ribs, some pasta, and a cake, and some sides as well. You better get ready to help. We don't have much time. So, you've called me over here to make a birthday dinner for Jessie? Is that what you're saying? Of course. Why else would I have told you to come over quickly like that? Make sure you don't make it too salty or anything this time, understood? As a doctor, she'll be really conscious of what she's eating and what effect it will have on her health, don't you think?
I've arranged to meet one of my friends for lunch, I'm afraid, so I'm going to have to go soon. You get on with all the preparations while I'm out. She said she'll get here around 6 p.m., so you still have a lot of time to get everything ready. Don't go poking around, though. You better get on with it. When you've finished, clean up after yourself and vacuum around the house a bit, okay? You understand what I've asked you to do, don't you? I've got to go now. See you later.
Why do I have to spend my birthday making a birthday dinner for Jessie? This family is just too much. I really can't believe they're making me do this when they've totally ignored my birthday every year, too. Is it really that difficult for them to at least wish me a happy birthday? They really know how to make me feel miserable, don't they? Oh, hi, Mom.
Lucy, is everything okay? What's wrong with your voice? Have you been crying?
No. What would I have to cry about? Is everything okay there?
It's your birthday, isn't it? I was just calling to check that you were having a good day and to wish you happy birthday, of course.
A good day? With this family? I feel so miserable that I don't think I can stand it any longer. I can't live like this before.
Hey, whatever are you talking about? What happened?
Do you think it's okay for Nick's mom to get me to spend my whole birthday making a birthday dinner alone for her amazing doctor daughter-in-law to be? That's not all that happened either. I know you probably think, well, of Nick and his mom because they helped you out when you needed them, but I've been paying it back by being treated like trash by them ever since. They're always shoving me around and making me do whatever they want. They keep using how they helped you out as an excuse to look down on me and just generally use me and treat me badly.
What? Are you sure that what you're saying is the truth?
I didn't say anything to you all this time because I didn't want to make you feel bad, but I've reached the end of my tether now. I just can't take it anymore. The more I put up with how they're treating me, the more they treat me like a household slave or something. They just belittle me to my face and look down on me all the time. How can they do this to someone who's supposed to be a part of their family?
Lucy, you wait there. I'll be right over. Let's try and sort this all out together. I thought you didn't look very happy recently, but I couldn't work out why, and you never said anything to me, so I just thought that you'd tell me when you wanted to and just let you be. How dare they treat my precious daughter like that? You're at Nick's mom's place, aren't you? I'll be there right away. You just wait there for me a minute.
Mom, what are you planning to do? Why are you going to come here?
So you want me to just stay quiet and watch while they treat my daughter like that, do you? Never. You stay right there. I'm going to make them pay for how they've been treating you. You just wait and see. Lucy, I'm back. Have you got all the food? Oh, Julie, what on earth are you doing here? Hello, Mary. Long time no see. I heard from Lucy that it's Matt's future wife's birthday soon and that you're planning a birthday dinner for her. Lucy said that as she's a doctor, she was a bit worried that her food would be too salty or not healthy enough for her. And there was too much for her to do on her own, so I came to help her out a bit, you see. We've finished all the food, so you don't have to worry about that. Even so, you should at least call before you just suddenly turn up at my house, surely. It's a bit rude for you to turn up uninvited like this, you know. Lucy, you should have at least called and asked if it was okay for your mom to come over and help you out. Why did you call your mom over to help with a tiny bit of cooking anyway? I convinced her to let me come and help her. It wasn't her fault. All that's left to do now is set the table, so why don't you go and get yourself ready? You want to be looking your best for your new daughter-in-law, don't you? Especially seeing as she's a doctor. That's true. I better go and get changed into something a bit better. I think our Jessie will be a bit surprised if she sees you here, though, Julie. I think you better go home. You don't have to worry about that, Mary. I'm just going to set the table, then I'll be off. Even if she does happen to see me, you can just say that I work for you or something. She doesn't need to know who I really am. As a doctor, I don't think she'd be surprised that you have people doing housework and things for you anyway. It'd probably even be normal for people like her. That might be true, but the house is too crowded, so I'd be grateful if you'd hurry up and leave.
Oh, my, Jessie's here already. She's over an hour early as well. She must have finished work early or something. It's lucky we got everything ready in plenty of time, isn't it?
What? I'd better hurry up and get ready. Lucy, you better go and set the table right away. I'll just help Lucy set the table, then I'll be off. I won't tell her who I am or anything, so you don't have to worry. I don't even know what you're doing here to start with. You're starting to make me a bit nervous. Mary, where are you? Oh, hello, Lucy. You've come too, I see. I thought I might see you here, so I brought your present with me. It's your birthday today, isn't it? Happy birthday.
Wow, Jessie remembered my birthday at least.
Did Mom call you so she could make you a birthday dinner? That's right, isn't it, Mom? I didn't want you to have to make 2 birthday dinners so close together, you see, so I said that I was free today, on purpose. What? Oh, yes, of course. We were going to have Lucy's birthday dinner today anyway. It's lucky now we can celebrate both of your birthdays together like this. Excuse me, but who are you? I don't think we've met before. Oh, I'm Lucy's mom. Nice to meet you. I came here to celebrate Lucy's birthday with her, you see. Oh, I see. It's nice to meet you. Sorry that I didn't recognize you. It's fine. You never met me before and didn't expect me to be here either, did you? How were you supposed to know who I am? Mary, we've set out the birthday table, so shall we start the party now? You've laid the table? Why is there nothing there except a couple trays? Now that I think about it, I can't even smell any food either. What on earth have you been doing all day? Oh, didn't you say that you were going to get it all ready yourself, Mom? I did, but Julie here said she'd help me out a bit, you see. Okay, let the party begin. Surprise! What is this? Aren't they chocolate cookies? Cookies, chips, candy? Why is the table full of things for a children's party? What have you done? I even left the house to give you the time and space to make a proper birthday dinner, and you do this? How could you possibly think that this was an acceptable birthday dinner for a doctor of all people? Have you lost your minds? Well, have you?
What's wrong with it? Isn't cake and sweet treats the most important thing for any party? Jessie, why don't you come here and blow out the candles? Mom told me to make a birthday meal for you, so I put the right number of candles in the cookies for your age. You still like chocolate even though you're a doctor, don't you? What are you saying? You mean to say that Mom got you to make a birthday dinner for me? She was trying to make you cook all day even though today is your birthday? You must have really hated me for making you spend your special day like this. I'm really sorry. I didn't realize. I only came here today because I thought that she'd be cooking for you anyway and that it'd be easier for her if we celebrated together on the same day. I was sure that she'd be making dinner for you because she told me about her doing it several times now, you know. I even brought your birthday present with me, you see. Mom has never once made me a birthday dinner since I joined this family, you know. She doesn't usually even acknowledge that it's my birthday. She still hasn't congratulated me today, even. I've always made her a birthday lunch, waking up in the early hours of the morning to get it all done in time. This year she told me that it was disgusting and she didn't want to eat it, so I ended up eating it all myself. I ate all the food that I made for her birthday, and she made me clean the house for her while she went out for dinner to eat something that she decided she then wanted to eat with my husband. If you want to marry into this family, you have to have that kind of determination. I'm pretty sure Mom won't treat you like she treats me because you are a doctor, and I'm sure that she'll think that your skills are better served elsewhere, but you'll soon be the only daughter-in-law in this family. So Mom might not have any choice but to use you like she has me, you see. I thought it was only fair to let you know before you married Matt, so that's why I'm telling you now. I hope you will bear all of what I have just said in mind.
Lucy, what on earth do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? I am being nice to you in front of Jessie and your mom, so you thought you could mess around and speak out of turn like this, did you? You're the one who's messing around and speaking out of turn, not my Lucy. How dare you treat my daughter like that? I thought all this time that since you and Nick helped me out of a tough spot all those years ago, you were good people.
I can't believe how wrong I was. It makes me sick to think about what Lucy has had to put up with through the years, not able to tell me what you were all really like, 'cause I was always talking about what good people you were, and she didn't want to hurt my feelings. I now know what kind of people you really are. So I brought the money you lent me over, in cash. I don't want to be in debt to people like you, or for you to use it as a reason to look down on us any more than you already do. Even think about looking down on or insulting my precious Lucy again, then you'll have me to deal with. What is all of this? How can someone like you afford to pay me back $10,000 all in one go like this? Is that why you came here, to embarrass me in front of Jessie? You two really are something. I can't believe I have you both here going on at me like this. This is why I didn't want my Nick to marry a girl like you who didn't even go to college. What kind of parents do you have to be to not even send your daughter to college in this day and age? If you weren't pregnant at the time, I'd have never allowed you two to marry. Not in a million years. Lucy was so quick-thinking and eager to marry Nick that she got pregnant while they were dating, so I had no choice but to allow the two of you to marry. That's how everything's ended up like this. If you're pregnant, surely you should look after yourself so that you actually get to give birth to the baby at the end of it, shouldn't you? But no, she couldn't even get that right. A miscarriage. When I'd only even allowed the marriage because of the baby, you couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. Hey, did you just slap me? How dare you? Yes, I did, and you deserved it too. You really should learn to think before you speak. Who do you think you are talking about Lucy like that in front of me? Her mom! What great college did you graduate from to have manners as bad as that? If she hadn't gotten pregnant, I would have also liked her to marry someone a lot better than your son, you know. You think he's so amazing just because he went to college and got a job at a good company? A person's personality is much more important than any of that stuff. Lucy, I've finished. Let's go now. I don't want you staying in this awful family for a minute longer. Come on!
Okay, Mom. I hope the two of you enjoy the birthday dinner together.
Stop! Where do you think you're going? How dare you make such a mess of everything, then just walk out like that?
The person who has made a mess of everything is you, not me. If you didn't want to make a mess of it, you shouldn't have looked down on me and treated me like dirt, like you have all these years, should you? I'm only saying this because I feel bad about Jessie wasting all those years working her fingers to the bone to become a doctor. But please, think again about getting married into this family. I don't know exactly what this woman has said to you, but I can assure you that most of it was lies.
You shut your mouth! I am just about reaching my limit here now.
I am leaving because I can't take any more of your nonsense. You're not the one who has reached your limit. It's me. How desperate do you think I must have been to call my mom like this and tell her how you've been treating me? I really didn't want to do it because I knew how much she looked up to you and how much it had hurt her feelings if she knew how you'd been treating me all of this time. But I just couldn't take it any longer. Ignoring my birthday yet again and trying to make me spend it making a birthday dinner for Jessie was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Anyway, I hope I don't have to see your face ever again. Every time I see you, it makes me feel disgusted, you see.
Hey, do you want to fight? You do, don't you? Who are you to speak to me like that? Jessie, I'm really sorry about that. I got a bit carried away, I think. As you can see, Lucy doesn't really know how she should behave in front of people. Unlike you, she didn't have a good family to teach her how to act, and she's never went to college either. I think that's why she acts like she does. This time, she even brought her mom with her to cause chaos in this house. She has caused me so much stress over the years that I even have started to lose my hair. Please, pretend that you didn't hear what was just said before. She's not in her right mind. Let's just go out to a restaurant for dinner later when Matt gets home from work, okay? I'll buy you both dinner to say sorry for this disaster of a birthday dinner. It's fine. You don't have to do that. If I knew that you would ask Lucy to make the birthday dinner for me, I never would have come. After hearing all that she had to say just now, it seems that she's been through a very hard time over the years. How bad must she have been feeling to do what she just did? Her mom even brought all that cash with her. I'm afraid I'll have to think a bit more about this marriage. Excuse me? What has that girl causing chaos like that got to do with you marrying my Matt? You don't have to do anything drastic like calling off their wedding. It has nothing to do with the two of you at all. How can you say that it is nothing to do with us? To tell you the truth, if I judged Matt by my usual standards when choosing men, I wouldn't even have considered marrying him. I just fell for his personality, you see. He's so kind and hardworking that I thought we could make a good future together, you see. I thought that the two of us were a good match personality-wise, which is why I decided to marry him. But after what happened just before, I don't think I can marry him anymore. After seeing how you discriminate people based on their education and look down on and use people's weaknesses against them like that, I don't think that Matt could have possibly been brought up in a good environment at all. Even if he isn't exactly like you, you're his mom, so I'm pretty sure that he will have some of those thoughts and attitudes as well. I'll explain all of this to Matt in a way that he can understand. I'll be off now. Goodbye. No, Jesse, wait! Won't you even listen to my side of all this? It's all a huge misunderstanding, Jesse. What has Lucy done to this family?
Oh, hi, Mom. Has something happened?
Why couldn't you just keep your wife under control, hey? I warned you, didn't I? No matter whether you somehow got her pregnant or not, you have to choose the person you're going to marry very carefully. She's ruined everything now.
Why are you suddenly bringing all of this up again? What's happened? Calm down a bit and tell me properly what the problem is.
Do I look like I can calm down at the moment? Well, I asked Lucy to come over and make a birthday dinner for Jessie, but she must have been annoyed that I asked her to spend her birthday making a birthday dinner for someone else, you see. She got her mom to come over and they just put some snacks and cookies on the table like it was a kid's birthday party. Then her mom suddenly threw a bag with $10,000 in it to me and scolded me for looking down on her daughter and for treating her badly all these years. Jessie saw the whole thing and decided that she didn't think she could marry Matt anymore, and he wasn't really her usual type, but she thought they'd make a good pair seeing as he's so kind and hardworking. But that she had changed her mind. Jessie just left, just like that, saying she would explain things to Matt. It's a disaster. I was so pleased about having a doctor for a daughter-in-law, but your awful wife has messed everything up for me. What am I going to do now?
Lucy and her mom did that? Oh, I can't believe it.
What is there not to believe? Why would I make up lies like this? Anyway, if you mess up Matt's chances of getting married like this, you won't be getting any of your inheritance, so keep that in mind.
Why are you bringing up inheritance like this? What has what Lucy and her mom did have to do with my inheritance?
It has everything to do with it. It's the price of me not being able to have a doctor as a daughter-in-law. I am not going to let Lucy get away with this. She messed up everything. What a life! How on earth did someone like her mom get $10,000 like that? I'd think it would be better if the two of you just got a divorce. She hasn't had a baby or anything. What's the point in keeping on living with her like this? She's totally destroyed this family.
I'll have a word with her later. I have no idea what on earth has happened today. Whatever happened at my mom's place today? She was so mad that she phoned me screaming. I thought my eardrums were gonna burst. Was everything she told me true? Did you put snacks and cookies on the table for Jessie's birthday like you do for a small child? Did you call your mom over there as well? Why would you do that?
Well, I didn't even get a word of congratulations from your family, but Jessie got a kid's birthday party before she even married Matt, so actually she's done a lot better than I did, hasn't she?
Did you do all of this because it's your birthday today? What is so special about a birthday? If Mom wanted you to do something for her, you should have just done it. Why did you cause all of this chaos? And where did the $10,000 your mom gave mine come from? How has your mom got the money to give all of that to my mom all at once in cash?
I think you should take this first. They're divorce papers.
What? You want a divorce?
I do. I should have done this a long time ago, really. I regret not doing it then. But Mom thought you were such a kind, dependable son-in-law that I just couldn't bring myself to do it. You and your mom are really good actors. You both seem like nice, well-mannered people outside, but you're both rude snobs that look down on people.
To tell you the truth, even if we do get divorced, it won't make any difference to me. I won't lose out. Mom doesn't really like you for a start, and if you hadn't been pregnant, we wouldn't have got married to start with. We're not a good match class-wise either. You're the one that's gonna lose out the most in the divorce. All you've done is a bit of housework. What's that gonna get you? I think you need to think carefully about what you're gonna do next. If you leave and have to go to work, you'll have so much more to do and think about. You're lucky that you've been able to just rest at home all this time. Don't you realize that?
Oh, yes. You have to be a good match, class-wise, as you call it, to get married, don't you? That's exactly why I want to get a divorce as it happens. We really aren't a good match anymore, you see. My mom is rich. Really rich. The government decided to build a new city, you see, and my dad owned some of the land that they needed for the development, so Mom sold the land for an awful lot of money. Mom was going to pay you and your mom back the money you kindly lent her all those years ago, and she thought that this would be a good opportunity to give it back. She thinks that it's for the best. That's okay for the reason of divorce, isn't it?
What? You mean to say that useless piece of land made your mom her fortune?
Yes, it did. You understand your position now, don't you? Your mom was happy with just sending you both to college and getting you into fairly good companies, but my mom just made over $3.5 million, just like that. You won't even be able to make that much even if you work at your precious company forever, will you? See, we aren't a good match anymore, so let's just get a divorce. I'm just letting you know this in advance, but I have all the messages and recordings of all the calls where you and your mom are looking down on me and treating me like dirt. And I have enough evidence to win in court. Just you remember that. Let me know when you've signed the documents, okay?
So, you're leaving now that your mom has got some money, are you? You really don't know about favors and kindness, do you?
Kindness? You wouldn't have the faintest idea what that was. If you're talking about the $10,000 that you and your mom lent mine, I was actually thinking about not giving it back to you after how you and your mom have treated me, but I thought that you might use that against me, so I got Mom to give it back to you. I'm pretty sure I'll get more than that back when we divide our assets and I get an alimony anyway, but still. Seeing as you lent it to my mom, it was only right that she gave you it back. Anyways, I'm off. I've told the estate agent that we're putting the house on market, okay?
You really are determined for all of this to go your own way, aren't you? Do you just think that everything will be okay?
Of course it will be. You and your mom looked down on me and treated me like dirt for all those years, and you're fine, aren't you? I don't know if it'll stay that way in the future, mind you.
What? Have you finished now? Hey, I haven't finished what I wanted to say to you. Where do you think you're going? Come back. You've totally changed now your mom has come into a bit of money, haven't you? Anyway, I wonder when that useless piece of land became a gold mine like this. It would have been good to know about it before it happened. I heard roughly what happened from Mom, Jesse, but it doesn't really have anything to do with us, does it? To tell you the truth, Mom never liked Lucy from the moment she met Nick, so there was always some conflict there from that. You're different, aren't you? Mom was so pleased that she was gonna have a doctor as a daughter-in-law, you know? If you're worried about her making you cook and clean and do things for her, then you really don't have to worry. How could she make a doctor do things like that for her? It just doesn't make sense, does it?
So, what you're saying is that if I wasn't a doctor, I would have to work and be treated badly like Lucy has been? Is that it?
No, that's not really what I meant.
The thing I hate most is people that discriminate against others based on their job or education, you know? Everyone is important and everyone is precious. How can someone judge others and look down on them based on things like that? I don't understand it. And I've always thought that I would prefer it if I didn't have people who thought like that in my family, at least. That's why I can't marry you, Matt. How can I accept someone who thinks and acts like that as my mother-in-law? Going from what I've heard, I'm sure that Nick feels the same, so I'm guessing that you won't be any different either.
That's just the world that we live in, isn't it? I'm sure that most people think like that, even if they don't say it outright. I know that Mom was in the wrong too, but Lucy should have never acted like that, especially at my mom's place. Lucy hasn't been raised or educated properly, you see, which means that she sometimes does things like that. It was unfortunate that you had to see it. This all feels really unfair to me, you know? Lucy was the one who was in the wrong. Why are you calling off our wedding over it? It doesn't make sense to me.
See, you just said that Lucy wasn't educated properly, so she's sometimes ignorant. That's exactly the kind of behavior that I was talking about. To me, you're the one that sounds ignorant for even thinking something like that. Hearing you speak like that has made me lose whatever feelings I still have left for you. Let's just call off the engagement. I think that would be for the best. There's no way I can join your family with mine by marrying you like this. I've already told your mom for you, so you can sort out whatever else needs to be sorted.
Jesse, how can you just leave it like this? I've still got things that I want to say to you. Hey!
I was surprised when you suddenly said that you wanted to meet me. I heard that you called off the engagement with Matt. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, yes, I've called off the engagement, that much is true. I just wanted to meet you separately for a chat, that's all. It probably seems a bit bad for me to say this, but I'm really glad that you said what you did back then. Thanks to you, I was able to call off the engagement before it was too late.
It's not bad of you at all to say that. I just thought that there was no need to join that family when I knew firsthand what a nightmare it would be, that's all. I felt sorry for causing all that chaos on that particular day, though. You went there looking forward to her birthday dinner, didn't you?
It's fine. If it was me, I wouldn't have even got the snacks and cookies. Anyway, I quite like the kids' party food, if I'm honest. I know that I probably shouldn't, being a doctor and all, but I really love sweet things, you know. I know we aren't going to be family anymore, but I'd really like it if we could be friends. What do you think?
Friends?
To be honest, I really liked you from the first time I met you. You're so kind and friendly. I thought then that I would like you as a friend. I was hoping that's what would happen as we saw each other more often. I think it was really cool the way you told Matt's mom exactly what you thought of her like that. We have something in common as well, don't we? We both got away from that trash-like family. Well, I guess I just dipped my feet in the water, really, but still. I heard that you're divorcing Nick too, aren't you?
I guess I have nothing to lose from having a doctor as a friend now, do I? Let's be friends.
That sounds great. Let's meet and have dinner sometimes and chat. We could have a lot of fun together, couldn't we? I bet you could talk all night about that awful family anyway. Seeing as you were the one who stopped me from making a terrible mistake and marrying into the family from hell, I'll listen to whatever you feel you need to get off your chest.
That sounds great. I was a bit embarrassed to tell my friends about what had been going on, but I think I might be able to tell you. Congratulations for escaping from the family from hell. You definitely did the right thing. You shouldn't associate with people like that.
That's true. Why do you throw out trash? Because it's irreparable, that's why. You wouldn't keep it else, wouldn't you? People are the same. We really did well getting out of that family, I think.
No matter how good a friend she is, just because someone tells you to invest in something, how can you just believe them without a question and throw away $100,000 like that? And even remortgage the house to get the money?
I did it because she said I'd get a lot more back, didn't I? What am I going to do now? I've thrown away $100,000 just like that, and I don't have that kind of money.
Mom, you got yourself into this mess. Why are you shouting at me like this? I've already got enough on my plate with the divorce proceedings. I can't deal with you making a mess of everything again as well.
Do you think I did this on purpose? You said that Lucy's mom made a fortune from a little piece of land, so I thought that I tried to make some money as well, that's all. I really don't know what I'm going to do. Can't you stop all this divorce nonsense and see if we can start again with Lucy? Let's try to persuade her to stay in the family. Do you know if you'd get any of the money? To tell you the truth, just being the son-in-law of someone with that much money is already making it big, isn't it? Lucy's an only child, so all of her mom's wealth will pass down to her as well.
We're in the middle of divorce proceedings now. How is that ever gonna work? I'm done.
I think she'll change her mind if he talks to her and tries to convince her not to divorce him. If she agrees, that would be amazing for my family. I really don't see why Nick won't even try it. Maybe I should try and call her myself. Hello, Lucy, is that you?
Why are you calling me?
Oh, I just wanted to see how you're doing, that's all. Lucy, why don't you think about trying again with Nick? To tell you the truth, I think that getting divorced like this is such a waste, you know? I really am sorry for how I treated you for all those years. So why don't you find it in your heart to forgive me and try again with Nick? If you agree to become my daughter-in-law again, I promise I'll treat you so well.
Why are you suddenly saying things like that now?
Oh, well, the thing is, I was scammed and I lost quite a lot of money, you see. I'd be really grateful if you'd be able to help me with that, and if you and Nick were to get back together. You did make a baby together after all, didn't you?
I knew it'd be something like that. All those years ago when Mom lost all that money to a voice phishing scam, you said that only really stupid people fall for scams like that, and that my mom must be really stupid too, didn't you? I told you before, anyway. We aren't a good match anymore now that Mom has come into all that money. Why on earth would I want to get back together with that loser? He's so proud of the fact that he works for a top company even though he gets paid next to nothing. Now, I know what you're all like, so there's no way I'm going to try again with him. On the contrary, I want to get as far away from your awful family as I possibly can. I am not going to answer the phone to you from now on either, so it'd do you good to remember that.
Lucy! Wait! Hello? Oh, she hung up on me. I wonder what's happened to her during the last couple of months. She used to be so quiet and timid. Now she just does and says exactly what she wants to all of a sudden. Where am I going to find the money now? My own sons even told me that I had to sort it out myself, and none of my friends will help me either. This is really annoying. The whole situation. If I knew that her mom was going to get rich like this, I'd have treated her better from the start, wouldn't I?
After that, I managed to get my divorce finalized. I got about $50,000 alimony and $100,000 from the division of assets. My ex-husband and his mom tried very hard to pay back the money that she'd lost. My ex took out a loan with his company, and it seems like he also borrowed some money from loan sharks. It seems as though my ex, his mom, and his brother Matt are all living together now. A little while ago, I got a call from him saying that his card had been blocked and could I lend him some money for their living expenses. I told them that I was not a good match for beggars, so I couldn't talk to them anymore and put the phone down. I've blocked all their numbers now. That ended any contact I had with my ex and his family. My mom bought a building and an apartment with the money she got from selling the useless land that my dad had purchased years before. Mom and I are living in the apartment, and Mom is using the rent she's getting from renting out her building for her day-to-day living expenses. My dad bought that land years ago, and he heard that it would probably be wanted by developers in the future and increase in value. I feel really grateful to him that we have been given this amazing opportunity after his death, but I also feel sorry that he had to work so hard to have enough for our family to even get by when he was alive. I've decided that I'm going to make it up to him by being the best daughter to Mom that I can possibly be. I've opened a little deli in one of the shops in Mom's building, you know. I'm getting more and more customers, and orders are also coming in from various companies, so I've started making quite a bit of money with it. I've also become very good friends with Jessie. She's recently opened her own clinic and is advertising my deli to her patients. This has helped me gain several regular customers. My goal is to be able to open up an even bigger deli without my mom's help. Please wish me luck in achieving my goal. Thank you for listening to the story about my eventful life so far. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.